Hey folks, it's September 13th. It's a beautiful evening this evening. So, big news, I'm sure you've already heard, but we'll clarify a couple of things. We've changed our strike position. We no longer have an overtime ban, we now have a flyer ban. So, sorry, loud people. So what does that mean? Well, first off, this is a legal strike action. You cannot be disciplined for participating under the labor code, okay? So you're not taking out flyers and they can't punish you for it. So the overtime's back. Take as much of it as you like. Canada Post couldn't manage to get it done without overtime. And they were starting to weaponize it. So you would take a day off and come back and your route would not have gone out the day before. And as our route are built on average values, all calculated out, not on time clock values, which is what they wanted. That's not fair. And there's a decision by VL Reddy out of the Pacific region, who's an arbitrator, that determined that there are no ways the corporation cannot deliver mail and they cannot prioritize any route over another. And if they should, because of darkness or inclement weather, they need to contact the local and just figure out how they're going to deal with it. So they were trying to weaponize it. So take the overtime, enjoy it. You guys deserve it. Christmas is coming, I'm sure it'll be there. In the meantime, we're not to touch flyers. Nothing. We don't induct them, we don't process them, we don't scan them, we don't deliver them, we don't send them out for other people, we don't put them in post office boxes, anything. And that specifically is unaddressed admin, okay? So if it's got an address on it, they've paid to have it addressed, we have to deliver it. Costco magazines, sometimes cards will come addressed from, furniture company or the such, and we need to make sure that those are delivered, okay? Also, although I'd love to celebrate with you, if we're going to, we're not delivering the flyers. If for some reason you have some, ask your supervisor where they want to put them to keep them safe. We're not in the business of throwing things out as much as we'd like to take them out of the parking lot and set them on fire. We're not doing that, okay? So let's be respectful in this, although the employer hasn't been, right? We brought them a contract 3 weeks ago, and they took their ball and went home. They want us to negotiate with ourselves, and that's not what we're going to do. We're going to negotiate with them, not the other way around. So now that that's been said, there's a couple of caveats. I'm not sure what we're doing with elections material. Here in Edmonton, and I suspect the rest of Alberta, municipal elections are starting up right away here. I think they run from September 20th until October 20th when the election is. I've contacted our our national director about that, and they told me that they're contacting their lawyer to figure that out. So traditionally, for those of you who don't know, when you put a no flyer sticker on your mailbox, we generally respect that. But there are some conditions in which we do not, and that's specifically mail that is authorized by the government to go one way or the other, or where we do not want to be seen to interfere. So these would be things from your members of parliament, and this would also be flyers to Elections Canada, stuff like that. So we're going to deliver, we may deliver those, I'm not sure. I don't know at this point, I don't have an answer for you, but hopefully I'll get that for you. But we're going to send out an email. Sorry, we're going to send out through the texting service, our strike texting service, that a link to a document which should be helpful, and hopefully that'll clear things up for you. One of the concerns that I have about this flyer ban is the long-term effects on RSMCs. RSMCs are not paid for the flyers. They are paid as a count of flyers at the end of the year, and then they continue to get the payments over the course of the next year. So you should be getting paid for last year's flyers continuously going forward. They should not deduct that, and if they do, I want to hear about that. I'm concerned about it next year, what the process is going to be and how that's going to affect things. And I also understand that there are members who lean on flyer money to try and make their life a little easier. It's a sacrifice we're having to make, I guess. It's not a pathway that I get to choose. It is our national office, although I do think this might be the right path. According to the Kaplan Commission, this represents about 14% of the value of the revenue. 14% of the revenue that Canada Post earns in a year. And that's a big hit. They did say in their documents that they've chosen to follow this, but they don't get a choice. This is a legal strike action, and you cannot be disciplined for participating. Okay? Kids, have a good night. A new week starts on Monday. Keep your chin up.